In 1982, on a remote Greek island, a brilliant scientist stumbled upon something that turned conventional cosmetic science upside down. What she saw before her eyes were women who were defying the passage of time. 60-year-old women with the skin of 35-year-olds. So what's the secret here? What are these women doing differently? You might assume it's some fancy skincare routine, maybe using a new anti-aging serum twice a day, but that's just a tiny part of the picture. The real secret lies in a daily ritual that Western science was only beginning to understand. It was a practice that was slowing down the aging process itself from within. Let me take you back to the roots of this fascinating story. Our journey begins with Dr. Eleni Varda, a young geneticist who was brimming with ideas. She was not your typical scientist. While her colleagues saw wrinkles, sagging skin, and age spots, she saw a deeper issue, a problem originating from within. After years of research, she was convinced that the key to youthful skin wasn't on the outside. It was buried somewhere deep inside our bodies. Despite her groundbreaking theories, she was often ignored by the mainstream medical community. Many doctors and dermatologists at the time were sticking to the traditional narrative that aging was inevitable, and you just had to accept it. The billion-dollar cosmetics industry also played its part in this narrative, convincing everyone that the secret to eternal youth was in a bottle of cream. However, Dr. Varga was determined to prove them wrong. She wanted to peel back the layers of conventional wisdom and reveal the truth. She decided to venture into uncharted territory, a field later known as longevity medicine. In her quest for answers, she went beyond the usual suspects, not focusing solely on genes or hormones. Instead, she looked at the intricate network connecting the human body, specifically the relationship between the gut and the skin. This journey took her far and wide, leading her to remote corners of the world, including the Greek island of Ikaria. Little did she know that this journey would change her life forever. On this Aegean gem, she met women who were literally defying the hands of time. Women who at the age of 60 looked as though they were barely a decade older. It was a mystery that captivated her. How were these women maintaining their youthful complexions? What were they doing differently? As she delved deeper into understanding the lives of these women, she realized that there was no magic pill or exotic cream they were using. Their secret was a simple daily ritual. And the most astonishing part, this ritual had nothing to do with their external skincare routines. It was about what they were consuming, cultivating, and carrying within themselves, their gut microbiome. Dr. Varda was astounded. She had stumbled upon a truth that was centuries old, yet completely overlooked by modern science. These women weren't just eating food, they were nourishing a complex ecosystem of trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms that played a pivotal role in their overall health, particularly their skin. And so Dr. Varda spent several months living among these women, learning their ways and observing their habits. And soon, she uncovered the intricate details of their daily ritual, the one that kept their skin looking so youthful and radiant. She discovered that these women were incorporating two key elements into their daily lives. First, they were consuming fermented foods, such as yogurt and kefir, which introduced beneficial bacteria into their gut. Second, they were brewing herbal infusions containing dandelion root, fennel, chamomile, sage, and aloe vera. These herbs, with their potent anti-inflammatory properties, further enriched their gut health. What was becoming increasingly clear to Dr. Varda was that these two practices were not mere rituals. They were the foundation of what she termed the gut-skin axis. You see, their guts were not just aiding in digestion. They were serving as a communication highway between the food they ate and the skin they cherished. By fostering a balanced gut microbiome and taming inflammation, these women were achieving skin health that many would kill for. Their skin wasn't just clear and wrinkle-free, it was glowing with an inner radiance that was truly captivating. Upon returning to her lab, Dr. Varda pored over years of medical literature. She began to piece together the puzzle, linking the dots between gut health, inflammation, and the skin's ageless appearance. Her findings were revolutionary. She was suggesting that the conventional top-down approach to skincare was misguided. The real fountain of youth, she argued, flowed from the core of our being, from our guts. But her journey was far from over. Dr. Varda knew that her discovery had to be shared, that the world needed to know about the profound connection between the gut and the skin. With this newfound clarity, Dr. Varda embarked on a mission to share her knowledge with the world. She published her findings, presented at conferences, and reached out to fellow healthcare professionals. But her message wasn't immediately embraced. The medical community, deeply entrenched in its traditional views, was slow to grasp the significance of the gut-skin axis. The idea of looking inwards to find outward solutions was radical, and it challenged the status quo. However, Dr. Varda refused to be deterred. She continued to advocate for the importance of gut health, urging everyone from dermatologists to gastroenterologists to consider the connection to skin aging. Slowly but surely, her persistence paid off. The walls of the medical community began to crumble, giving way to a new understanding of holistic health. Today, her work is paving the way for a new era in skincare, one that starts from the inside out. Now let's dive into those 3 secrets. Number 1. Turn off the inflammation switch. Picture your gut as a bustling city, teeming with trillions of bacteria, each trying to claim a piece of the action. Now imagine your immune system as the city's vigilant police force, keeping order and protecting against invaders. When everything is balanced, your gut remains strong and your skin stays healthy. But things can go awry. Sometimes harmful bacteria, or even your own immune cells, can trigger an inflammatory response, turning your gut into a battleground. This is where the Island Women's Ritual steps in. Ingredients like dandelion root and fennel act like calming agents, soothing the chaos and bringing things back under control. These ingredients foster an environment where good bacteria thrive, weakening the bad. It's like calling in reinforcements to tip the scales back in your favor. By taming inflammation at its source, you can bid farewell to wrinkles and sagging skin, which are often aggravated by an inflamed gut. Number 2, rearm your internal army. Deep within your gut lies a remarkable structure, the intestinal barrier. Think of it as a protective shield, selectively allowing nutrients to pass through while keeping harmful substances at bay. But just like a shield, it can weaken over time, leading to a condition known as leaky gut syndrome. When this happens, unwanted particles can seep through, triggering an immune response and even setting off allergies. That's where the second part of the ritual comes into play, repopulating your gut with the right strains of probiotics. These beneficial bacteria bolster your intestinal barrier, strengthen your defenses, and help maintain a healthy gut environment. It's like reinforcing your shield, making it even stronger to protect against external threats. Number 3, allow your body to do its job. Imagine your body as a vast construction site, constantly breaking down and rebuilding itself. At its core is your cellular turnover rate, a process where old cells are replaced with new ones. This keeps your skin looking fresh and youthful. However, chronic inflammation and gut issues can disrupt this delicate balance, leading to skin problems. Here's where the third secret comes into play. By calming the inflammation and sealing the gut, you're essentially clearing the construction site, removing obstacles that hinder the natural renewal process. When this happens, collagen production kicks into gear. This vital protein plays a crucial role in maintaining the skin's elasticity and smoothness. It's as if you're giving your body the green light it needs to rebuild, restore, and rejuvenate. The result? A more efficient, healthier skin. These 3 secrets aren't just about extending lifespan, they're about extending healthy life. It's a reminder that the pursuit of youthful skin shouldn't come at the cost of our overall well-being. Aging is inevitable, but that doesn't mean we have to surrender to the signs of aging. The story of Dr. Varda challenges the conventional wisdom that the skin we desire can only be achieved with creams and procedures. Instead, it calls for a revolution in how we perceive beauty, a shift from the outside in. And it's a testament to the incredible resilience and adaptability of the human body. By harnessing the power of our guts, we can unlock a new chapter in our skincare journeys. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd love to know. And if you're ready to take the next step in your journey towards vibrant, youthful skin, I invite you to explore Prime Biome. After years of research and development, we've distilled Dr. Varda's groundbreaking discoveries into a simple daily ritual. Just like the island women, Prime Biome uses a unique blend of ingredients to calm inflammation, repopulate beneficial bacteria, and pave the way for natural skin rejuvenation. It's a step towards embracing a holistic approach to health and beauty. It's not a miracle, it's science. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, the secret to vibrant skin might lie closer to home than you think.